I don't know if this ponytail is working for me or not today. I feel like it was kind of an off pony day, but in complete transparency, I'm just trying not to wash my hair until tomorrow. Hi guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. I am so glad that you decided to join, and I really hope that you choose to stick around. Today we are just going to dive right into another monthly low buy update. This one is for June of 2020. We are halfway through this low buy challenge, which is actually insane. I cannot believe it's July as I'm filming this video. Like, it's literally blowing my mind. I do just kind of want to say, while we are at the halfway point, I really think that this low buy challenge is going quite well for me. I mean, sure, I'm still indulging in a couple fun purchases from time to time, but I really do think that by keeping myself accountable and logging every single purchase that I make every single month that isn't a necessity, it's really just helping me be more conscious when it comes to my spending. I've always been somebody that has really contributed to their savings, but this low buy has made me contribute probably double the amount that I used to. However, you guys know that I said in last month's low buy update that this month was probably going to be ridiculously expensive because I had to purchase a new laptop finally. My 2014 MacBook Pro, after 6.5 solid years, finally it was its time to go. And I knew that was coming, so I'd set aside some money. So it wasn't going to hurt me as much, but I still knew that it was going to be a very expensive month, which kind of bummed me out because I feel like I've been, you know, again, really keeping like my extra spending at bay ever since I started this low buy challenge, but I knew that this really was a necessity that just had to be purchased sometime soon. However, as you guys are gonna see today, this actually wasn't as expensive of a month as I initially thought it would be going into June. It's still not my lowest month by any means. However, when I kind of break down all my expenses, I think you're gonna be just as surprised as I was. However, first, as far as kind of like a little update on the month of June, let's break that down first. My freelancing business was pretty steady again this month. I didn't bring in as much as I did in May, but I still brought in a pretty generous amount, so I was able to contribute about 80% of all of that into my savings. I will say, kind of a note on as far as all of my extra purchases this month, while they were purchases that are outside of my typical like monthly budget, every single thing that I purchased this month was incredibly purposeful. There was only one thing that was a bit more frivolous, and it's actually for a video. I'll explain that when we break down all of my expenses. But I think it was because I knew that I was gonna also have to make that big purchase of my laptop sometime this month, that I wanted to make sure that anything else I purchased outside of the realm of like my necessities still was incredibly purposeful and had a reason that I needed to be buying it then and there. Those are kind of like my two little bullet points for the month. So let's go ahead and break down all of my expenses, because I know that's what you guys are probably here to see. I spent $92 on Amazon to purchase a new external hard drive, a glass nail file, and some more facial toner pads. Then like 3 days later, I actually had to place another Amazon order for $50 for just some probiotics that I take every single day. By the way, I've been really thinking about making an Amazon favorites video for a couple months now, but I don't know if that's necessarily something you guys want to see, just because I know those videos are like so oversaturated on the internet right now. But if you would like to see an Amazon favorites video, I could make like 20 probably, but if you'd like to see one, leave it in the comments down below. Next, I spent $37 on everbrand.com. Everbrand is actually a clothing brand that I found on Instagram, and they're primarily known for their leggings, but they came out with these face masks that are really supposed to help protect you from pretty much any and all bacteria, viruses, and in today's day and age, that is very important. They're kind of on the more expensive side. It was $37 for 5 masks, but they have really great ratings. I just got them in. They're super high quality. That was definitely a necessary expense. When we go back up to New York, masks are mandatory in the city. They actually just became mandatory in Tennessee, but even before they were mandatory, my boyfriend and I wore them anytime we went out to do anything, even if it was like for 5 minutes. I spent $30 at Target for some face wash and birthday cards. For those who don't know, my family and I, we all have our birthdays within 3 weeks of each other. I'm June 22nd, my dad is June 27th, my sister is July 3rd, and then my mom is July 13th. So the summertime can also be very expensive because we're buying birthday presents for everybody. And since my dad's birthday was the next one after me, I obviously bought him a birthday present. So I spent $85 at Dick's Sporting Goods. My dad is seriously seriously one of my biggest fitness inspirations, and we both share a love for fitness, so that's something that we really do bond on. But he's a member of his local CrossFit. He goes multiple mornings a week at like 5 a.m. Seriously, like I don't know how he does it. So I wanted to get him some new workout shirts for his CrossFit workouts. I spent $17 on some more dog food for Dakota. I swear that little girl eats so much and yet she's still so thin. I think it's because she's just like so energetic. She just like is always burning off her previous meal. I spent $14 on Anthropologie's website. I got a $100 gift card to Anthropologie from a friend for my birthday, which was so incredibly generous. And I wanted to buy me and Kevin actually something for our apartment that I've been eyeing. So I actually bought a set of 4 really beautiful wine glasses and then 4 like geode crystal coasters. And the gift card covered most of it, but I still had $14 to pay, so that's what I did. I spent $117 on setactive.com. I'm not going to talk too much about this purchase because I actually made it for a video that I'm going to be filming very, very soon. But for those who don't know, Set Active is like one of the most like popular, trendy activewear sites at the moment, and I've been trying to get my hands on some of their products every time they do a launch, but they are always sold out. However, I finally got some pieces, so a video is definitely coming soon. And then last but certainly not least, I had to purchase my new MacBook Pro and like an SD card reader accessory for the computer as well. Now let me just kind of explain this because it's going to take a hot second. The laptop and the accessories that I needed were going to total about $2,500. And I had worked really hard to pretty much put that entire amount away into my savings so that when the time came to purchase my laptop, it wouldn't be as much of a hit because like I already had that money stored away and I wasn't planning on using it for anything else but that. And I was ready to make that purchase because honestly a laptop is a necessity for me, my life, and my job. And I was gonna purchase it a couple days after my 21st birthday as kind of like a present to myself because I didn't really get to take a vacation or anything for my birthday this year, so I was gonna kind of make that like my big thing. However, a lot of my friends and my family knew that I was like about to make this purchase, and so some of my friends and family so generously, rather than getting me like an actual gift, gave me money to put towards my new computer, which I can't even explain how much that meant to me. I was not expecting it, and it literally like brought tears to my eyes, the fact that like so many people wanted to help, because I'm not typically somebody who asks for things when it comes to their birthday. I'm the kind of person that like, if I need something, I will buy it for myself, or I will save up and wait until I can buy it for myself. This was just so unexpected and like overwhelming and so incredibly generous. And because of the incredibly generous gifts and money that I received from my friends and family, when it came time to purchase my new laptop and the accessories, I actually only ended up spending $400 on the items. So out of the $2,500 that I had completely put away to spend on the laptop, I only ended up spending $400 of that. Again, so incredibly unexpected and unnecessary, but so generous and so kind. And now I have extra money to either keep in my savings or put towards another big expense that I like might need in the future or might just want. There's been a purchase that I've really been wanting to make in the back of my mind for a couple months now. I don't really want to talk about it on here yet just because I'm not sure if I'm gonna bite the bullet yet, but now that I have this extra money, I really think I might. It's an item that I really think would benefit my life in a lot of ways. I personally consider it kind of a necessity right now, but again, I don't really want to talk about it just yet. Who knows, maybe it'll be in like my July roundup, I really don't know. But because I only had to spend $400 of my own money to purchase my laptop, that is why my grand total was so much lower than what I thought it was going to be. And I do just want to say publicly, even though I don't know how many friends and family watch my videos, for those who might be watching, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. But the fact that you would help me with such a big purchase means so much to me. I can never explain it. Even though I spent my 21st birthday in quarantine, kind of not doing like the typical thing, this birthday was so special for so many reasons, and I can't thank everybody enough who reached out, gave me a gift, which was so unnecessary, you know, just even sent me a text. It just meant the world to me. Okay, so after adding everything up, my grand total for the month of June was $842. Honestly, even though, you know, it's a higher number than what I would typically like to spend on like extra expenses every month, it's really not that bad in comparison to what I thought I was gonna be spending. And I look at that number and I'm really happy with it. Now let's talk about my predictions for July, because even I'm a little bit like wishy-washy on how I think this month could go. I'm gonna be making a whole other video about this, so I'm not gonna be like going into detail right now. However, Kevin and I are driving back up to New York this Sunday, July 5th, and we are going to go back home finally. Obviously, we are going to be taking every single precaution that we can. We are driving, not flying, to avoid airports. We're not going to go out to buy groceries. We are going to order them straight to our apartment. We aren't going to like be seeing anybody, and if we do, it's going to be very limited people practicing social distancing. However, we are going to be going back up within the next few days. We have the rental car like all done and ready to go. I feel like it's gonna be a more expensive month when it comes to groceries because we're gonna have to kind of like replenish everything and like start from scratch because we literally haven't been there in like almost 4 months. I do know also that tomorrow I'm gonna place an Amazon order for some things that we need up in the apartment. I'm gonna order some more medical masks, some gloves. We need like more pee pads for Dakota. I finally need to order a water pick for my teeth because I'm like 80 years old. So there are gonna be some things that I need to spend money on. As far as any other purchases, unless I end up going and purchasing this big item that I keep like so mysteriously talking about, I don't really see myself purchasing like really anything else. In all honesty, I don't really need anything else. Now that I have this laptop, I'm like really good to go. However, like I mentioned a little while ago, my sister and my mom both have birthdays in July, so I will be spending money on their presents. But other than that, I think it's mostly just going to be like necessary expenses. So, you know, rent, my dog's pet insurance, things that don't fall into like, you know, extra expenses. So I guess we'll see at the end of the month if it's like one of my lower months or maybe a slightly more expensive month. I don't know, we'll see. But there you guys have it. That is my low buy update for the month of June. I really hope that you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, please be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. I am trying to reach 5K by the end of the summertime and I really think that we can do it. Follow me on all my social media networks. Links are always in the down bar below. I hope that you guys are having an awesome day, night, afternoon, whenever you all are watching this video, and I will talk to you guys in my next one. Okay? Bye, everybody.